Hello, everybody. It's me, your boy Cryptid. So we're gonna be talking about a little bit of drama that's been happening this week with one of the bigger gacha content creators, Iyo. So he released this really long ass video that he not only put behind a paywall, so only members only could get to it, but he also, I believe, he took it down or something to that effect. Either way, he made it super hard for people to see this video. And Mr. Pokey here, he reacted to the video, and then Tectone reacted to him to reacting to the video. So it blew up pretty fast because Mr. Pokey and Tectone, really big gacha creators. So Iyo basically sits there and talks about how Wuthering Waves is in a bad position with content creators just because they don't have a him. Now, just that statement alone is pretty self-explanatory on how egotistical that is. I I don't know if he's doing it to stir things up or if he actually believes that. I really hope he's just trying to get content out of it because this video produced so many other videos because of the landslide of content coming out of it. I really hope that he's not actually like that because I like Iyo. I watched Iyo for a while. Now, I haven't watched his fighting game content because I like fighting games, but I don't play them seriously or often. And just for the record, Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero are not fighting games. They are open world exploratory games with some fighting in them. They are not a traditional side scroller, Street Fighter, Tekken fighting game. So him introducing all these different weird ass fighting phrases like negative edging or car wreck cancel or anything else, it just makes him sound really pretentious on, oh, I know so much more than you guys. You guys should pay attention to me. These are fighting games through and through. Just because you hit something in a video game doesn't necessarily make it a fighting game. Fighting game is a specific genre of video games. HSR has fighting in it. That doesn't make it a fighting game. It's a turn-based game. Just because you hit something, just because you defeat something with different kind of combos, like HSR has combos, does not make it a fighting game. Zenless Zone Zero has combos, but it is a instance-based exploratory game um that has fighting in it. I think he's just going a little bit beat over and beyond what he's trying to do. He's trying to introduce all this fighting game terminology and fighting game ways, and he's trying to think he's the chosen one, the only one that should be getting praised in this community for being as dedicated of a content creator as he is. Which he is a dedicated content creator, but he's by no means the chosen one. And he just makes everything worse and worse for him. Or he's planning it really well. He's got things like this where every time he speaks, let's see here. He posted this every time he speaks. He reposted Yongo's thing. HSRCCs probably has some sort of secret Discord where they plan weekly drama to ensue views. Yes, Artumbo was an inside job. You know, part of me wouldn't even doubt this though. Like, no cap. Uh, I could really see them doing this. Like, they just message each other and be like, "Hey, so I kind of want to say this shit real quick. Do you think this would be a good idea to get views? Yada yada yada." Especially with Tectone, he feeds on drama. He feeds on the views. He's made several videos about Iyo just this week because every new tweet comes out, he'll make a 10, 15-minute video talking about it. Well, I just sit here and I waited for everything to happen, and I make videos occasionally. But I really do feel like this isn't too far-fetched. I would totally believe it if they just came out and said, yeah, we do have a Discord specifically to talk about and create drama. I believe it, honestly. Just not even lying, I'd believe it. Let's see here. It was this one right here. The sad reality of this, no matter how many points get proven, the exact same thing in question is still going to happen. It's already good when you have a louder voice that can silence the crowd long enough to get a proper explanation out. Glad Chaotic is able to get that lately. And it's just a video of Tectone talking about
has pre-existing bad blood, to your words, not
talking about the whole
talking
Rexon
about his
thing
previous experiences.
Yes, Iyo. No, he probably didn't mean it this way, but whether you mean things or not, when he was talking about Rexlin, it was really portrayed in a negative light, almost in a way of him talking shit about Rexlin. Now, even if he didn't mean it that way, that doesn't matter if everybody else takes it that way. You can definitely not mean things in a certain way, but you got to understand it's not only about how you see what you're saying. That it's not only about what you see what you when you say things. It's also about how other people perceive you. Now, I could be in a perfect mood, yada yada yada, and just be like, "Yeah, I'm having a fine day." And if I'm talking to somebody about that, and after they ask me my day, they're going to think, wow, he's having a really shitty day. Even though I could be fine and everything, but it's the way I present myself. It's the way I say the things that are being said. He's not getting that. So he's been arguing with people off and on about, I didn't mean this. You guys are taking it out of context, yada, yada, yada. And Tectone he's been doing this thing lately where he'll write down every little thing that you say in a conversation so people don't say he's taking things out of context. He'll write it verbatim onto Notepad. And that's the proper way to do it, because then when you write it down, people can't say you're taking it out of context because you're literally quoting them. And you look at his Twitter, he has random things, and then he'll just he posts random things, just like any Twitch person, or not Twitch person, Twitter person. But then he'll just go back and keep talking about how fighting game this, fighting game that. He's trying to put up this facade that he's still a fighting game like YouTuber, but if you look at all of his stuff, let's go. Iyo, you go to his videos. He has, wow, that's a gotcha game. That's a gotcha game. That's a gotcha game. Okay, gotcha, 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 gotcha. I'm not seeing any fighting games. He can try and implement that, oh, he's just a fighting game expert and this, that, and the other. He's already been disproven by another YouTuber saying that he is saying these terms wrong. So he's literally just talking out his ass, trying to sound smart, trying to sound above everyone else, when he's using fighting game terms in a gotcha game and then using the fighting game terms wrong, which is it's a very wild concept in itself. I don't know where he's getting this complex where I'm the only me, and well, he is the only him, but the Wuthering Waves don't have a me because I'm not creating content because I don't like the combat anymore, and this, that, and the other. Well, it's fine. You don't have to like the combat. You don't have to like every game as a content creator. part of the purpose of content creators, in my opinion, is to review and judge games how you feel about them. If I don't like Zenless Zone Zero, I should talk about how I don't like Zenless Zone Zero, how it could be better, how we could work on it. All Iyo does is he just talks about Wuthering Waves as shit combat. And that's it. And then also proceeds to talk about how Wuthering Waves is a fighting game and that you can do all these different things, but it has shit combat, so you can't do all that. He's just he's really just on the edge with what he's on the negative edge of what he's talking about with himself. And he's not even talking about goober canceling, which is a complete thing. Tectone talked about that. He's not even goober canceling, and he's not even trying his best at the game. He's talking about negative edging. He's not even negative edging right. So if you can't even negative edge right, then what can you do, honestly? And that's just me randomly talking about all this for a little bit. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to come check me out at twitch.tv/cryptidbeast. So thank you all for watching and have a good one. Peace.